What's going on, SLS? I'm Vince G, the Swole Nerd. As you see, I'm holding a product by BPI. It's their pre-workout. This one's called Snow Cone. I haven't tried the other ones, but this specific one tastes real good. Has kind of like a lime flavor to it. But anyway, if you want free supplements, email Jamie at bpisports.net. I'll have the link in the description below. And tell them Vince G sent y'all. I don't know the exact criteria that they're looking for, but it doesn't hurt to try. Anyways, on to the video. We're starting off with chest and tries this week. The first exercise we're doing is a superset of incline bench and pec flies. When doing the incline bench, always be sure and warm up first. So, get you like a good 8 to 10 reps just with light weight to stretch the muscles out. The way we're going to be doing this is you're going to do 10 full reps and then 5 negative reps. For my first set, I did a plate 25, then I immediately went over to the pec fly machine. Some of y'all may call it pec deck or whatever. This specific machine is a little bit different than the ones I've always tried before. So when you do this one, you're going to lean all the way forward with your head up and aim for about 10 reps on this, 10 to 12 reps. I went ahead and used 145 pounds on this one just to test it out and everything. You don't want to go too heavy, you don't want to go too light, seeing as how it's my first set. For the rest of my incline bench presses, I went ahead and stayed at a plate 25. So I did 2 more sets of that and then 2 more sets of the pec flies, same weight, 145 as well. This was a really good superset as it allows the blood to be flowing all the way to the chest. You feel all just huge the whole time, especially going back and forth on it. There were 3 of us doing this specific exercise at the same time, so you had a little bit of a break, but not too much of a break. When you do break, you want to aim for about 30 to 60 seconds to break and then do your next set. At least that's what I do personally. The next superset was flat bench and pec flies again. For flat bench, I went ahead and started off with the plate 25. And pec flies, I kept it at 145, except for this time on the pec flies, you don't lean forward. You keep your back stiff, head up, and do it regular versus leaning forward and all that good stuff. Because it is a superset, you're constantly on the move and you just feel ready the entire time. At least I do anyway. You feel super pumped up and so forth. But maybe it was just a pre-workout kicking in because I had one good chest day. Moving on to the next exercise, we went ahead and did decline bench. On decline bench, I started off with the plate 25 and I got 10 reps on this one. After doing incline bench with the pec flies and then flat bench with the pec flies, by the time I got here, my chest was worn out, my arms were worn out. I was just dead tired from it, but I was going to keep on trying to push forward. So what I went ahead and did was stayed at the same weight with a plate 25 for 10 reps each time. After that, we went ahead and moved up to close grip dumbbell bench. I love doing these, but let me say this. If you have the weights that are shown in the video, which are the metal kind that can rock around real easy, be really careful. At my old gym, they had the rubber weights, which were very easy to keep stiff and move around, and you don't have to worry about them slipping and falling on you. So on these ones at Metroflex, because they have the metal plates, I kept on pushing. I was about maybe 10 or 11 reps deep whenever it slipped. And let's just say I thought I was about to die. My first set of doing these was 50 pounds, and then my next one was 60 pounds. And then what I was just telling you about was on my third set was a 70-pound one. About 10 reps in, and on the 11th one, it just slipped. I really wanted to get those 12 reps, and that's what happened. I'm actually gonna play the clip in slow motion for y'all, just so y'all can see how bad it was. Like, it almost crunched up my face. Now, if that doesn't show taking it to failure, then I don't know what does. I'll tell you one thing, I was super scared. I was like, this is the way I die. I already know. When they talk about seeing stuff in slow motion, that was it right there. I seen the weight just falling. And honestly, I thought the one in my right hand was gonna be the one to destroy my face, but it was For my last set, I went ahead and did 70 again, but I tried to keep it a little bit more controlled because even if you fail, You can't be scared to get back underneath that weight again. If anything, failing should motivate you to get stronger and be able to do more next time. So I believe it was 10 to 12 reps again, and then since this was a big drop set, I went from 70 to 60 to 50 and finished it strong. Finishing up the chest exercises, we went ahead and moved to the triceps. The first one we did was Skullcrushers that are supersetted with a close press. I went ahead and did 85 on Skullcrushers, and same thing with the close press. There's a few different ways to do Skullcrushers. Some people like to go behind their head, some people like to touch their forehead. I like to mix it up sometimes. This specific time I went ahead and aimed for my forehead, but I guess you could say it kind of comes down to personal preference on that. Just try and keep your elbows in and then go down as far as you can. For the superset on it, I went ahead and moved my hands as close as I could and just pressed. Moving on to the rope extensions, we did these one-armed, 4 sets of them. I've always done these double arm style, so it was a unique way of doing it with just one arm. You could really focus in on that stretch and squeeze on it. Where when I'm doing it with 2 arms, yeah, I still feel the stretch and squeeze, but I do realize that my right arm is pulling way more than my left. So this is a good way to correct that. We did 4 exercises of those, and that's going to be the routine, the chest and tri routine. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you liked what you saw, share the video for me. Help support the channel a little bit. But anyways, I'm Veixx, the Swole Nerd, avoiding hate and lifting weights.